Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my 9-month update for Dude, You Panned My Battleship. This is a project created by Elizabeth. She is at Kooky Pans over on Instagram, and the whole point of this project is to pair off with somebody else and compete to sink the other person's battleships. I have been having so much fun with this project throughout the year, and it's been going really well. Elizabeth and I have been having a ton of fun, and a lot of other people have paired off and started this project as well, which has been so exciting to see. Please keep tagging me in your updates on Instagram so I can see how you guys are doing. It always brings me so much joy when you guys tag me on your posts for this project, and I know Elizabeth loves it too, so tag her as well. We actually just had a new couple pair off this past week. So if you've been wanting to do this project and my camera's crooked, it's always crooked. So if you've been wanting to do this project and you just haven't found a partner, or if you think it's too late, it's not. You can still join in. Elizabeth and I joke that we might be doing this project for the next 3 years. I don't think so, based on her performance this past month. I think it's gonna be over sooner rather than later. Let me fill you in with what's been going on. So here's the tea. As of last month's update, Elizabeth and I were neck and neck in this game. She had 2 hits and 1 miss, and I had 2 hits and 1 miss. We both had 3 pans in our battlefield, and 2 of them were direct hits on our opponent's ships. So we were pretty much tied up as far as I was concerned. And then this month, Elizabeth went and hit 3 new pans. 3 new pans. 1 was a hit, 2 were whales, 2 were big misses. That's horrible. I shouldn't say it like that. But yes, 1 of Elizabeth's pans was a direct hit, which brings her total count to 3 hits on my battleship and my battleships and 3 misses. So she is way ahead of me at this point. It's ridiculous how far she is. Now, she has claimed that she is taking the rest of 2020 off of this project so she could focus on some other things. She's doing a month of Natasha Denona with Amber, and the 2 of them are gonna be playing with their Natasha Denona palettes, and then I think she's got something else lined up for, I don't know, December, but she claims she's not going to be working on this project. Now, of course, she could work on this project all she wants, but that's what she says, and that's what I'm telling you guys. She says she's not working on this project for the rest of the year. I'm not really sure how she can let all of these eyeshadows slide, because obviously she could just cream me and finish this game off between now and the end of the year if she wanted to, but that's what she says. I have no new pans to talk about for this past month. It has been a very slow month for this project. I was panning a look throughout the month of September. I feel like I've talked about this so many times, so if you guys watch a lot of my videos, I'm sorry if you're hearing this for like the 100th time, but I panned a look during the month of September, and the eyeshadow that I incorporated into that look from this project is this guy right here. This is NYX's Copper, and look at that. I painted my nails, you guys. Oh my gosh. I basically wore this eyeshadow, I don't know, 25 days out of the past month, and it doesn't really look used up at all. Like, I don't know what to say at this point, but that's what 25 days of use looks like on this shadow. The way I wore this was on my lower lash line and in my crease, so I used it. I used it in that look like every day for the month of September, but I feel like I made 0 progress on hitting pan. In truth, I don't think there's a battleship on this eyeshadow anyways. I'm just trying to incorporate an eyeshadow from this project in my look every day, and this was the shadow that worked with that look. For the month of October, I've decided that I want to pan 2 looks, and I figure that gives me some freedom to switch up my look depending on my outfit or depending on my mood, and it also incorporates a lot of the shadows from a lot of the projects I'm currently working on. And this is one of the looks that I came up with. I was having a hard time deciding what look I wanted to pan for the month of October, But I did know that I wanted to incorporate that little lavender shade from my Baby Panette palette. That's my main focus. I have to finish that eyeshadow. It's gone on way too long. I have to finish it. So the look that I'm panning has to incorporate that eyeshadow. So I don't know if this is really a fall look. I kind of think of like summer sunsets when I see this eye look, but I like it. And I think I can pan it. So whenever I'm up for some color, this is the look I'm gonna be doing. And it has that purple from my Baby Panette palette all over my eyelid. And it has 2 shadows from this project in this look. It also has the yellow from my ColourPop palette in my crease. So that's another win. But I have this pink shadow right here. This is NYX's Hot Pink. And I have that in my crease and transition shade kind of on top of that yellow to kind of make a yellow, orange, pink kind of gradient. Even though I don't actually have any orange shadow on, it's just the yellow and the pink mixed together. So I'm back to working on this. This is that shadow that I panned like all summer long and didn't even get a dip going. So I don't know. I think that's been my story lately. Like I've been hitting a lot of pans and other things, but on these shadows, I'm not getting anywhere. And then the other shadow from this project that's incorporated into this eye look right here is Plum Dressing from MAC. And I have that kind of in the outer half of my eyelid and a little bit on the lower lash line and a little bit in my crease. And this is what this shadow currently looks like. So this one does have a dip going on. As you can see, there is a dip. I think my best bet for hitting pan soon is going to be with this shade. I don't know if there's a ship on this shade or not. I think my best bet for hitting pan is with this one. So I wanted to work on this eyeshadow in whatever look I created as well. So I'm really happy with this look. I think it'll work as long as I don't get sick of it. And so I've set a goal, and this is kind of what I did for September. I just wore that look every single day until something happened. For last month, the goal was to hit pan on the Smashbox Duo. So I wore that look every day until I hit pan on it. This time, my goal is gonna be to wear this look every day, either until I hit pan on this shade or I finish off the Baby Panette palette shade. One of those 2 things is going to happen for me to change up this look. And when I hit pan on this shade, I'll go back to playing around with some eyeshadows for a week and pick a new look to pan. Or when I finish that Baby Panette palette, I'll do the same thing. But until either I hit pan on this or I finish that light lavender shade from my Baby Panette palette, this is the look I'm going to be wearing day in and day out, unless I just really have a very neutral look in mind, and then I'll be wearing like a bronzy green look. So that look doesn't incorporate any shades from this project, but I'm happy with this look that I created, and I think it's a look I could wear day in and day out, and I'm happy to be working on all of these shades. They're all shades that I need to make progress on, particularly the Baby Panette palette shade, this, and the yellow from my Pan in Every palette. So it's good. It's all good. So at this point, now that I've gotten you all caught up on what's been going on in this project over the past month, I think I will turn the camera around and show you what my battlefield looks like. Spoiler alert, it doesn't look that different from what it looked like last month. But as of right now, what we do know is that at this point, I have 3 pans, 2 of which are direct hits on Elizabeth's Battleships. And Elizabeth now has 6 pans, 3 of which are direct hits to my Battleships. So Team USA needs to get going. I need to get going. Hopefully I will hit pan on Plum Dressing in the next month. That would be great. We'll see. Might not happen, but hopefully I will hit pan on Plum Dressing between now and next month's update. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what's going on with my battlefield. Okay, so here is my battlefield. It doesn't look that much different from last month. I still have these 3 pans here. I have this guy, and this guy. Those are my 3 hits, well, 3 pans. So I have a general, very general idea of where 2 of Elizabeth's Battleships are, but I have a long way to go before sinking anything. The 2 that I'm currently panning, like I talked about in the introduction, are these two right here. I've mentioned this in previous updates, but right now my suspicion, if I had to guess, is that Elizabeth's forer, the ship that covers 4 eyeshadows, is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Her tour is right here, 1 and 2. And her threer is right here, 1, 2, 3. That's what I think Elizabeth did. That's probably what I would have done if I were her. I have no idea if I'm right or not. But these are the shadows I'm trying to focus on the most. That being said, this is the shade I worked on for all of September, but it just worked out that way. It just worked with the look, so that's the one I reached for. And look at that. It doesn't look like I used it at all. OMG. I did use this one a few times in the past month, and it does look a little bit used. So that's good. I used this one maybe twice. Yeah, I think I used this one twice in the past month. And that's about it. Oh, and I used Old Blue twice. Did you guys see my look with the blue eyeshadow that I did? I did 2 looks with this blue. I definitely 100% think Elizabeth put one of her battleships on top of the shade, so I need to get going with the shade. Unfortunately, I not only do not like blue eyeshadow on me, but this blue eyeshadow in particular has not been performing well. It's not really sticking to my eyelid. It just kind of disappears shortly after I apply it. And throughout the day, it just looks worse and worse. So unfortunately, I'm having a lot of trouble with this eyeshadow. But I did create a look that I liked, and a lot of you guys seem to like on me, so I am going to try and film a demonstration of how I achieved that look, but it incorporated that shadow, so at least I have a look that is wearable with that shadow, because I'm going to have to deal with it at some point. Maybe I'll put it off until December. I'm just stalling for as long as humanly possible. But yes, I do think the shade I'm going to hit pan on next is this guy right here. This is the dip. I think I still got quite a ways to go before I hit pan, but it's motivating to at least see something. I mean, I worked on that shadow for a whole month straight and there's nothing. All right, guys, that is my monthly update for Did You Pan My Battleship. I'm going to keep wearing this eye look, and hopefully I'll have a new pan for you guys by next month. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. So at this point, now that I think you've been caught up on what's been going on over the past 30 days with this project, so at this point, now that I've gotten you all caught up on what's been going30 days. I still have 2 pans. I still have 3 pans, 2 of which are a direct hit, and but at this point, I still have 3 pans, 2 of which, oh, no, don't do that. That's very naughty. Don't do that. I still have 3 pans, 2 of which are direct hits on Liz's battlefields, and Liz now has 6 pans, 3 of which are direct hits on my battleships. What am I talking about? I don't even know. Oh, let me try that one more time.